Hi everyone and welcome back to Luxury and Life. So today I'm going to be doing a video that I've seen a lot of people do. It's just a bit of fun and it is just talking about bags that I would never ever buy. I'd really like to see people's different opinions on this, and it is just really interesting to find out how we all think differently about these bags. And just a disclaimer, if you do own any of these bags, you do you. If you love the bag, you love the bag, and don't let anybody else tell you if it is a good bag or not. So let's get straight into this. So the first thing I'm going to talk about isn't actually a specific bag, it's more a brand, and that is Valentino. Now if you've seen my video, I think it was not the last one but the one before, you will see why I will never buy anything from Valentino ever again, and it is just to do with their customer service and the quality of their items, which they tell me they are made to be delicate and they are not made to be really worn, to be honest. The studs fall off and things like that. So if you want to see more about this, check out a couple of videos back and you'll see why. But yeah, I would just never buy anything again from Valentino. It is a shame because some of their stuff does look nice, but I just have no more faith left in them. So yeah, I can appreciate them, but I will never buy from them. So the second bag that I would never buy is the Dior saddle bag. Now I know that this bag is extremely popular. It has been since the 90s, since Sarah Jessica Parker wore it in Sex and the City. I know it comes in leather, it comes in fabric, it's everywhere at the minute, and especially with the changeable straps. And while I do think it looks nice on some people, I just can't get over the shape of it. I don't know why, it just looks like a kidney bean or like a liver shape. It just doesn't seem that practical either. They're not that big. I'm someone that likes to carry a lot of things with me, and it just does not work for me, and I just could never ever see myself getting a bag like that. I can appreciate that it looks good on some people, but I don't see it as a practical bag, and I don't see it as one that I would ever buy. So the next bag is actually something from Chanel. I know people will be quite surprised about that because I do love Chanel, but it is the Chanel boy bag. Now this is quite interesting for me because I do own a bag from Zara which is a little bit similar to the Chanel boy. I'll put a picture of it. It's black quilted, it's got the big heavy chains, and it is quite a heavy bag, and that's probably the reason why I don't feel like I would go for the Chanel boy. It does look quite heavy with the chains and it is quite boxy. I like to wear bags crossbody if I can, and I feel like this would just stick out a lot on the side of my body. It just feels a bit too much. I like a bag to just flow and fit with my outfit, and this feels like it would just stick out like a sore thumb, and it just looks big and just too much, a bit overwhelming. And it is quite surprising for me because I do like things that have a bit of an edge, and this is a bit more edgy for Chanel compared to a lot of their classic pieces like the classic flap. But yeah, I just think it would just not be practical for me, and it looks too much and too overwhelming. So yeah, that's why. So the next bag I wouldn't buy, or kind of range, is anything from the Gucci Marmont line. Now I've just never really been a fan of this bag. I think it is just the GG logo, which I don't like. Now I do have a Gucci belt, I've said this before, but it is a different type of logo. It's not so in your face, it's not so obvious Gucci. I'll put a picture of it here if you haven't seen that. So it's not that I mind big logos, I just don't like this one in particular, and I feel like the bag is very in your face, it's very look at me, and it's kind of, I don't want to say cheap because they're not cheap bags, but maybe it's just because it's been so overdone. You know, the Gucci belts, the Gucci Marmont bags, they are everywhere, and why I can kind of appreciate them. I like some of the colours, like the nude colour that it comes in. I can't get away with the little logo and the way that the front flap kind of goes down into this weird shape. I don't know, I don't really like it, and I don't really like the heart on the back as well. I think it cheapens it a little bit. So yeah, I would never buy anything from the Gucci Marmont line. I know they are still popular. I don't know if maybe the popularity is going down a little bit and it's kind of on its way out. I don't know, but some people think that it is a classic now, but it's not for me. So the next bag I'm going to talk about is from Louis Vuitton. Now I'm a huge Louis Vuitton fan. I always have been, and I love the classics really more than the trend bags, but this one, it was just the way it was kind of all came about. So it is the multi-pochette. Now, this is the first time I've really seen Louis Vuitton kind of push a bag using influencers and using social media. It was and still is everywhere. Now, I'd understand if it was a bag that is practical. It kind of is just a little bit gimmicky for me. Now, I know it's a bag that you can take apart and use the different pieces separately, so the different pochettes and things like that, but I just don't know if anyone would actually do that, and it just feels like a bag that is more of an accessory. It's more of, look at me, I've got this bag. Is it practical? I don't think it is. Would people actually use all the different bits separately, or would you just go and buy the bit that you want, so the little round coin purse or something like that? I don't know, something about it I just can't get my head around, and it's just not something I could ever see myself getting. It's also very expensive for what it is, so yeah, I'd just be staying away from that one. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is Hermes. Now, I don't know if I'm just saying this because I just feel like it is very out of reach for me. I just could never imagine myself spending 5, 6, upwards £1,000 on a bag from Hermes, or either a Birkin or a Kelly. They are quite, I would say, status bags. I know a lot of people say that about Chanel as well. But yeah, to be completely honest, none of the styles really call out to me. I don't see a Hermes and think, oh my god, that bag is absolutely beautiful, the way I do with Chanel. So yeah, it's just something I could never ever see myself buying, to be honest. It's whether it's the price tag, whether it's just the actual design of the bags that I'm just not drawn to. But yeah, I just can never ever see myself buying anything from Hermes. And that is it. Those are the bags I can never see myself buying. Now, I know I might eat my words one day in the future and end up buying one of these. You know, everyone can change their minds, and I might come round to some of these bags one day, or I might not. So if you own any of these bags, you rock them, you do you, and I hope you're really enjoying them, but they're just not for me. So thanks again for watching. If there's any that you would never buy, please do comment below. I'd love to see what everyone's opinions are, and if I've got any bags that you would never buy, just tell me, because I really find it really interesting. You can find me over on Instagram. I'm at Luxury and Life UK, and I have a blog as well, which is luxuryandlife.co.uk. And please do subscribe. I think about 90-95% of people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed, so I'd love to have you back for more. So please do press the little red button, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks, bye.